This game is going to put me in a wonderfully pretty early grave. But yes, hello and welcome everybody, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is Monster Hearts 2. Once again, we return with the most murder-happy gods on the block.
Hey, I was actually going to say that I haven't killed anybody, and that would be completely wrong. My bad.
You didn't kill anyone last session.
I haven't killed any gods yet.
We'll see how these things pan out. But I am Ferret, also known as Sawyer. I use he, him pronouns, but any pronouns said with respect are fine by me. Just call and I'll answer. I am the MC of this wonderful group of ragtag individuals. We are missing our Echo today, but she is the unseen, so it's not like anyone will really miss her, especially not the person she is whispering Caesarian downfall plans to. But now that I've introduced myself, let's introduce our players and their characters, which, if you've been keeping up the series, you probably know and love to hate some of these people. First up, Puckett. Would you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Puckett, he, him pronouns. I am playing Danilo Bomba, who embodies the spirit of El Tunchi, a vengeful forest god who basically kills people who run into the forest. Danilo likes to get drunk, get high, have sex, and although he doesn't particularly relish it now that the death squads are gone, he kills people on occasion.
And now you have groupies and roadies to help you kill people. And someone who's nobody's roadie or groupie, Sarah Bell, will you introduce yourself and your character?
So my name is Sarah Bell. I use she, her pronouns. I am also playing Amelia Santos, who not so much embodies, but is piloted by the god Shango, who also likes to drink and party and have sex, and is also just kind of like riding some highs, immediately having those crash into the ground now that the person she cares most about is possibly dying.
She's not possibly dying, she's burning the land of the dead. A land of the dead.
I was talking about Danilo, but okay.
Oh, no one cares about Danilo. And up next, our wonderful chess player, Ludo. Will you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Ludo. I go by any pronouns, and I'm playing David dos Campos, which is the incarnation of Egeria, the nymph of forbidden knowledge and king-making, and very good at doing both of those things, very bad at deciding when not to do those things.
Oh, lovely. And I believe we left with Echo disappearing in her words with the final temptation to push Egeria towards attacking Danilo at these moments. And Egeria, you are right outside Danilo's room. The door is open. What are you going to do?
Well, if I recall correctly, everyone else is inside, right?
Persephone, Shango, and Danilo are inside.
So everyone that matters. So Egeria steps in and she just races with determination, masked head high, as she approaches them get her. Echo told me everything. Danilo, why did you not tell me that the ritual was too much for you to bear?
Because out of all of us, I'm the one who's already borne the most. I'm the only one who can handle it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is why we have feminism. Stop this fucking macho bullshit.
It's not macho bullshit.
It is macho
protection.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay. Listen. I don't know if that's really the question that we need to be asking, as opposed to, why the fuck did you not tell us that this would happen?
Well,
I don't think they knew. I don't think Agaria knew. There was a
no,
whole lot of shit going sideways.
and I left pretty clear to Danilo that this is something that he should be careful, because we will be tapping into the power of the Soul Invictus itself. We have no idea. We knew that it would be powerful. We did not know how it will manifest. And honestly, that the power of Soul Invictus is so angry for God flesh, it's very disturbing. I will never expect this. This is some Saturnus eating its children kind of deal.
Oh, that hits home, dude. Like, couldn't you have used a different analogy? Persephone like shudders at that idea.
Well, anything less will have less in it.
So,
I did not meet you before.
Hi, I'm Persephone. I'm new. I've already been burned by Mrs. Fire over there. To be fair, I kind of deserved it. I have a very dark sense of humor.
She can take a punch, so when she's not being an utter cunt, she's cool.
fucking hell, it's just like the dating show or something. You're going to tell us you like Wednesdays and long walks on the beach and pina coladas or some shit?
Well, if she's on the underworld, she is used to the Phelamon, so she is used to walking by a river of fire.
River of Fire. That's a great image. I'm going to have to use that in my next song.
Okay, Danilo, there are 3 juicy gods talking. Persephone is harmed. Agaria is harmed. They are.
You want me to roll to keep my cool, don't you?
I do.
All right. Hang on. Is it on the lines and others? There it is. And then, so that's getting opened up. Roll to keep my cool. That is a 9 on the dice, and I'm rolling with cold, I believe.
Correct. You got an 11.
So, cool kept.
Do you want to ask a question about the current scene? I mean, you do have the actual like ritual confluence upon your head. Maybe ask like, why does Sol Invictus hunger for folk hero flesh?
Yeah, it's probably daddy issues or some shit.
Yeah.
But you know, what the hell? Why not? Let me do at least one not foolish, reckless, ill-advised thing. Why did Sol Invictus want his pantheon dead? Or why did he want to feed on them? Or whatever the hell this thing is.
I think this crown has been on your head so long you start realizing what it's like. The ritual is
Can we
not.
just call it a murder hat? Because that's really what it is.
Okay, your murder hat, and it's been on your head long enough. You realize that there's a dissonance in the ritual. The ritual was supposed to be for Paul Bunyan, and it was supposed to make him hunger for god flesh. Since it got put on a god, it makes you hunger for folk hero flesh and the powers within. It you know, and you have a pretty good suspicion that if Paul Bunyan was able to kill gods and gain their powers, maybe Sol Invictus could use that in some manner. I mean, one body with all those powers is probably a lot easier.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So Sol Invictus was making Paul Bunyan hunger for god flesh.
Yes.
Because there's some way that Sol Invictus could use that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Because if everything's been inverted, that means I'm hungry for folk hero flesh, and that means Luna can use it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, good thing we've pissed her off and she's fucked off, isn't it?
Well,
For now.
yeah. And I think Persephone is a bit confused. This so Luna has. I'm assuming with context clues that Sol Invictus is the anti-Luna.
They both suck. They're all anti.
They were married?
Yeah, I hate when mom and dad fight.
Yeah, they are they are the same type of paternalist authoritarian.
Oh,
You know about that.
and I think she looks down. You see this there's a line where a wedding ring used to be. You're not sure if that's mortal or the Persephone divinity thing, and she just nods like, yeah, that kind of authority has no real value.
Exactly.
Want me to kill him?
Whoa.
Look. There's a ring mark on her finger. I'm just saying.
She can handle it herself, right?
But sometimes we don't want to handle it ourselves. Sometimes we just want to pass
she
it off to somebody else.
Can we focus?
Yes. Speaking of murder, someone here is very willing to murder. How about we do something about that?
Yeah. How about you do something about that, Ajiria?
I cannot do it alone. I was talking with Echo. There's only one way that this works, because this is the power of someone as powerful as Sun Invictus. It's not a mantle that a single person can yield. This is something that we need to do as a pantheon. We need to take the burden of the Cinder altogether, or none at all. So, as far as I can say, there are two options. We either somehow take it out of the Nilo and let it live itself like some crazy, powerful, rampant miracle, or we share the burden across all of us.
Yeah, there's a third option.
No, there isn't.
No, there is.
No, there isn't. I know what you're going to say, and you better shut the fuck up.
I mean, I guess technically speaking, there are four options. The third one, I mean, I'm not sure we're looking at this correctly, because if me killing folk heroes somehow grants me their powers with this mantle, we can end this. We can end Sol Invictus, and we can end Luna.
Luna tried to get me to kill one of the folk heroes. One of the first things she had me do.
Yeah, we will be playing on their hand. Strife between us, gods, and folk heroes will only benefit them. We need to realize that we have way more that unites us than whatever meddling plans these immortals have.
It seems to me that these parents want their kids to fight. They want us to kill each other for some reason or another, and frankly, I don't want to kill under someone else's orders for someone else's gain. If I'm going to kill, it's going to be for my decisions and for my life.
Yeah. I mean, and besides, how they do, at least Luna's strategy is all about holding affection after love bombing each of us to get us into the pantheon, and that is several layers of fucked up abuse that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
All right, so if we're not going to go with option 3, and Shanga, don't worry, I have a sneaking suspicion. I think I know what you're talking about, which is I was calling option 4. That's not one I really want either.
Yeah.
So I guess that means option 5. We need to figure out a way to determine who in the folk hero pantheon has a similar idea as we do about burning the entire goddamn thing down, not leaving any of it in place so nobody has to go through this again. And we need to figure out a way to disperse this power amongst everyone who wants to burn this shit down.
Yeah, which leads to hypothesis 6 that it's too macabre and morbid even for me. We all gonna die. We all have 2 years. We all know that.
Speak for yourself. This thing's
Yeah.
running my clock hard.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't all gonna die at the same time. And if we divide this power among us, we can. This gets even to say it. But once the time is done for one of us, maybe if they willingly give themselves to the power of the Cinder to the benefit of the others, maybe we can just stretch enough time to actually finish this once and for all.
Excuse me. I'm new here, but we were going to the underworld, my underworld. Cinders are part of fire. Why don't we just dip them into the lake of Leth until it forgets its purpose?
That's a strategy. Yeah, that
like
would be point one, somehow to get rid of this miracle.
We can actually maybe make the crown forget what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we could maybe we could. I don't know if it's. I've never worked with a miracle like this. But if it was made by Luna and Sol Invictus originally, maybe it can be made to work against them.
Yeah, I like that idea because it's not the entire purpose of the cycle of the erasure of Let to return life to the livings for them losing their purpose. We will be returning this divine power away from the domain of Luna and Sol and back into mortals. And this is going to be that they are being reborn with. I like this.
And I think Persephone claps Amelia on the shoulder. It's like, and we can get your girlfriend out.
All right.
Yeah. So Zinga's in the underworld, and it's Luna's fault. And this is adding another reason for me to kick her ass onto my very lengthy list.
Look at it this way. The way that she's reacting like that and targeting the people that are close to us means that we are being effective. They have to put her down. They have to put pressure on us because clearly we are pushing on the right buttons.
All right. Just because I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to need some strings in a second, I want to roll to turn Shango on.
This is also a great time for a bargaining ceremony, since we need power.
That's true. Which kind of power I'm going to need to get...
Well, I mean, you're going into Persephone's realm. Maybe having some strings on her would actually do some good. You have enough on Danilo for everything.
Just spread it around. Just spread it around.
Yeah, I think probably what is going to look is so that Daniel does not freak enough to dilute the power of the Cinder King a bit. Basically, Egeria grabs some crystalline clear water and has everyone drink from that cup. And by the time it's coursed to everyone, it's pitch shiny dark ichor, and we are doing this bargaining ceremony, so we are shuffling around. So who wants what?
Persephone will... Oh, go ahead. No.
I was going to say, Shango, that roll went terribly. So what I was going to say is, if you're okay with this,
okay,
I can spend a string to get it to 7, and you could just give me a string instead of any of the reactions, so it's like it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah. Persephone will offer 2 strings on herself to Egeria for 2 strings on Egeria.
I mean, that's an easy one, so yeah.
Persephone will offer no offense, Shango, but 1 string on herself for 1 string on you. She's a bit touchy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's so fair.
And she will offer 2 strings on herself to Danilo for 2 strings on Danilo.
Done.
Okay.
So who wants more strings on Danilo?
I do.
What do you
Yes.
give?
Do I have to trade pre-existing strings or?
I mean, you could just ask and I can just give.
Yeah, what do you want?
I mean, I really like that Luna one, but maybe you need that.
No, take it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 on Danilo for that Luna one.
Okay. I just keep seeing Passy, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
she is in the well of secrets. She's gone now.
she's in a better place.
She is doing a god's work.
She's doing a god's work.
She's the one actually being a god.
She's the better one out of all of us. Let's be honest.
She is. She's the best of us. Also, one of the only people who hasn't, to the best of my knowledge, killed or allowed anyone to be killed yet.
That's true.
Yeah, the best of all of us.
All right. So did Cerebel, did that get you all the stuff that you wanted in terms of the negotiation?
Yeah.
I mean, I also went to some of your Luna ones. Honestly, anything Luna.
You're just like, I just want to beat her ass.
Yeah, to me, she's the biggest danger.
I think to all of us, she's the biggest danger.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, so
Do you want?
is there a limit on the number of strings that we can negotiate with?
No,
No?
no.
Okay. I think this whole 2-string thing, I don't think we're thinking this through quite clearly then. So what I'll do is I will offer 4 strings on me for 4 strings of Shango. And the same deal for Agaria. And the same offer for Persephone.
Well, let's say what you might want to do, Danilo, is offer 1 string on Luna for every 2 strings you get on Agaria.
Yeah,
I could do
You
that.
have those.
I do. But
You can just give me your strings. Just give me your strings.
I'm just looking at this and it's like I may want those 2 strings on Luna. I mean,
You can just offer 1 string on Luna for 2 strings on me.
yeah. I'm really happy with that. I don't need more. 2 should be fine.
You'll still have 1 to help you bash her.
2 is better than 1.
That is true. That's why I went to.
That's why he wants to.
I mean, don't you want like the murderous, blood-happy metalhead to have those strings instead of
Well,
like
you can only lose 1.
scheming and conniving? Well, actually, you know,
How many
because-
times?
we could always do this again later.
Exactly, because I'm the battery. You know, you need more. I can give you more.
All
How many
right,
times
so
do I have to tell you? Egeria sometimes is the smart one out of all of us.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, I know I'm certainly not the smart one. That is clear. I'm just the one who kisses the back of Agaria's neck in a Korean donut shop.
True.
All right.
Never forget that Korean donut shop.
Yeah, I'll do 1 string of Luna for 2 strings on Agaria.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then,
Oh my God. Loser.
so what do you think, Shango? You want to go 2 for 2?
Yeah.
Or you want to go 4 for 4? Because that'll give 4 will give us 2 miracles with minimal consequences.
You're talking my language because, fuck. That
Who
that
doesn't
last
want to drop a collaboration in Hades?
Right?
that shit's dope as hell.
All right, so 4 for 4?
Yeah.
All right.
6. Is there anything else?
Let's see,
anyone
that
wants.
takes me to 6. I want 2 more strings on Agaria. 2 for 2?
Not really.
That
Come on, you don't be able to drop a surprise collab right on Luna's head.
That's true. Yeah, 2 for 2.
All right.
Here's a thing, Ajiria. I'll give you 2 strings on me for another string on Echo.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is going to end badly, or wonderfully, since Echo's last session is supposed to be the next one.
You know,
Patrick's gonna come back. And he's just like, what the fuck? What are all these
okay. Here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. I feel. Yeah. What do you say? 2 for 2 on Echo?
You can't generate strings on people who aren't here. You
Yeah,
can only generate strings on yourself or trade strings you have on people.
yeah, because they are
Okay.
not on the ritual. They are not partaking from the Iker.
Okay, I
not
got
on
it.
an equivalent exchange?
Yeah, otherwise this move would be like the most powerful move in Monster Hearts. Like,
This would be the
Well,
most
it already
overpowered.
kind of is.
it
I mean,
is one of
look
the
at what
big
we're doing right
powerhouse
now.
moves, I will admit. I mean,
Yeah, the only problem is getting everyone on together. That's
yeah.
it.
The only drawback is having people not like you.
Exactly. But that comes with being the win.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm just going to go ahead and say I think I'm probably okay on strings right now.
Yeah.
Me
See,
too.
I think the bargaining ceremony is over. And Persephone hacks up a bit of the ichor, reaches down, plants a little seed in there, and this large pomegranate begins to grow out of the ground, cracks open, but instead of the innards of an actual pomegranate, they're just like the entrance to a cave. And she looks at everyone. We heading in?
Yep. Let's hope no one gets set on fire.
I mean, that's probably going to happen, but
I can be aspirational sometimes.
look, let's just. How about we shoot for none of us gets burned? How about that?
Well, I see you have been drinking, but maybe eat before we go.
Dude, it's all good. I got a bagel in my back pocket.
No.
You've been in here for 2 weeks. How do you have a bagel in your back pocket?
Jack brought it to me.
When?
I mean, this is kind of the point of having a gang. They bring you things like bagels.
I think Persephone just sighs and it's like starts tapping her feet. It's like, we have the entrance. We can stop arguing for a bit.
Let's go to Hades or some shit.
Now, just refresh my memory. We're not supposed to eat anything down here, right, Persephone?
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's the whole. Don't eat anything down there.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's pretty much the entire thing. It's like a Fey realm. You eat stuff down there and shit happens. And she rubs the place where the ring indention is, or the ring line.
Oh God, I really hope she hasn't eaten anything while she was down there. How long has she been down there?
Oh, she's in Zinga?
Yeah.
She's been down there a day.
Okay.
And you guys are gods and folk heroes. You eat only if you desire to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Bagel in my back pocket.
you guys head into Hades. You get to the gates of Tartarus. They're large.
The gates of tartar sauce.
The grumpy cat is there. But the gates are large, grandiose, and highly guarded. But as Persephone walks up, the guards there just snap to attention and allow everyone in. You see just many souls clamoring to get in, trying to follow behind, but almost like a reflection, they're kept back. There is this mighty, monstrous, three-headed dog that starts snapping and snarling, and you can hear it. You can hear it growl until Persephone walks by, and it just immediately rolls over, belly exposed, panting happily. She walks up and, Serby, how have you been? Rubbing its belly.
You were right. All dogs are good dogs.
He's 3 times the good dog.
Yeah.
And I think she's looking around, and there is an obvious Hades is not the fire dimension, so there is an obvious sign of where Nzinga probably is, with a burning pyre off in the distance. And Persephone looks over there, looks to the other direction. It's Leth is this way. Looks like Nzinga's that way.
All right. Should we maybe
Let me get there fast. Let's get there first. She probably is a bit lonely here.
I don't know if lonely is the right word, but okay.
And I was going to say, do you really want to put another god around me right now before I try to see if we can make the Cinder Crown forget that it's hungry?
And it really is supposed to be hungry for folk heroes for him. It might not be as easy to stop him then.
That's true.
I can go and get her.
We can go together.
Well, I kind of need you to make sure I'm trying to do this right, don't I, Persephone?
Yeah.
I mean, we can see where Nzinga's been. She's over that way because there's a bunch of shit on fire. Me, I mean, you leave me down here wandering around, and I don't know what I'm going to find. I don't know what I'm going to literally fall into, blunder into.
Yeah.
I think there's a moment where she looks at herself and touches her skin that had been burned moments before, that is healed because of the godly power. She does seem to have a way with words. Yeah, we can go to Leth together.
Okay.
Percy, there's something that has been nagging in my mind. So Hades is supposed to be the realm of all riches and treasures under the ground, right?
There are some of those here.
Including natural gas and oil reserves, right?
What are you getting at?
We just released the pyromanic on the center of all the wealth. And in
Yeah.
this age, oil is the healthiest thing you can have.
I think that's what that pyre is made out of.
Yeah. I don't think anyone shall go after her alone.
She wouldn't be mad at me.
Yeah, but maybe there will be fires that even her power is not enough to control.
Fine, we'll get her later. We'll get her later. It's not like she can be more upset than she currently is. That she definitely can be, but that's neither here nor there.
And it'll be so nice that you brought an entire party with you to help her out.
Yeah, that's a way to do it. I don't know if she'll be excited to see you.
I didn't kill her when the crazy veiled bitch told me to kill her. I think I might have at least a leg to stand on to explain myself.
You might want to stand in between them, though.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I didn't say I was going to be stupid about it.
This is why I kind of like you. I'm still kind of working on that.
First impressions and all that. I get it.
Yeah.
You're growing on us, and not like a lichen or a fungus or anything like that. You're more like skin on some kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like skin on the skin growing. God, this crown is.
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
Yeah, I think that crown's making you stupid.
Well, you're
Okay.
not. I mean, more than usual, but yeah.
Yeah, so does anyone want to keep their cool while wandering through the underworld to see
So let me make clear. You are asking if a worm in the deepest cave full of shades with all the secrets of forever and endless treasure needs to keep their cool.
Just saying.
Definitely yes.
And are you afraid your greed may take over?
I'm afraid I'm going to see something here that I cannot resist, and I want to make mine.
I think it's less afraid of and more confident that this will happen.
Yeah, like it's only a question of time. Let's see if I can get anything done before that. And I got a 3.
Oh,
Goodbye.
oh, I know exactly what happens.
Mark experience, I guess.
Oh, you do mark experience, and you get
And I get an advance because I'm 5 of top 5.
yeah, but as you guys are wandering down the paths of the underworld, there is this. Oh, I think Agaria starts hearing whispers, and like these tiny spiders are flying by on silken strands, and he hears like little bits of secrets being spilled by each one. And as he follows the source, he ends up finding Ariadne weaving a tapestry out of the secrets being told to her from the lost spirits. Just every thread of their life, stories and knowledge unbound, if torn apart. And as I think Persephone came with Agaria as he began wandering off, Hades is here overseeing the construction of his gift to Persephone. What do you do, Agaria?
I think the biggest lure is Ariadne, and Ijiri is not even noticing as she gravitates closer, beholding the tapestries. And the more she looks, the more charmed she is because of all the mortal shades, the one that actually was able to call the gods on their bullshit. And there's so much bullshit now that the gods are back, and there is some measure of control and power on those tapestries. For even Athena was humbled by her clear sight, and she cannot resist talking to her. And remembering the myth, Egeria removes the robotic blade from one of the arms and prepared to cut herself to feed some blood so that she can speak with Ariadne.
Oh dear. And I think Hades sees you going up to the being that is weaving the tapestry, and he is a full god, not trapped by the mortal fleshes like you are at the moment. And Persephone is stock still, just like a deer in headlights, as this god wanders over to Agaria and I think places his hand over the part that you pulled off. What are you doing in my realm, nymph?
It is my realm too, oh Dispater, oh King of the Underworld. Are we not kin?
You should have at least announced yourself if you were going to be coming into my realm. Who brought you here? How did
I
you,
know.
or how did you enter my realm without permission?
I came here escorted by your equal, your only equal.
I think he looks over at Persephone and looks aghast as he sees her trapped in mortal flesh. As this form. No wonder you are taken from me this winter. You have been gone for so long. I was making you these to entrance you when you got back. And I think Ariadne has added in like like jester-style subtle jabs that no one who's too narcissistic will ever realize about themselves. And but Persephone is not looking at these tapestries. She's like backing away from Hades, who is taking steps toward her. It's like, stay back. I left. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back forever. I have a break. Just leave me the fuck alone. Agaria. Or Shango or Danilo if you guys followed.
I kind of think I need to roll to keep my cool.
Oh, please.
Yeah, that's because this is a 100% divine.
Uh-oh. Guess who gets to mark experience?
Oh no! This is the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, so pure divinity, unbound by mortal flesh, is wandering closer to you, Danilo, threatening one of your pantheon mates, threatening someone who has shown signs that she does not approve of this and has even stated that she is not a fan of this. What do you do as your eyes clear and you take in the full majesty of the underworld for the first time?
Dude, you really are unimpressive. Back the fuck up, or I will back you the fuck up. And I would like to roll to shut him down.
I'll say, I think as the hard move before you can do that, he just reaches out and backhands you, smacking you into a wall.
Oh, well, fuck that shit. I'm going straight to harming. But you were saying?
You take one harm.
One harm. All right. I'll take a harm. And fuck this dude. Right. Lash out physically.
Go for it.
Okay, that is... I am rolling with volatile here.
Yes.
And that is marking experience.
What did you get?
I got 5 on the dice, I think it was. Yeah, 5 on the dice, and I've only got 1 volatile.
Yeah, but you have a string on Persephone, and you are defending her.
All right, well, let's knock it up to a 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have a choice to make. Does Hades gain a string on you? Do you go your darkest self? Or do I decide how bad the harm is?
I'm going to go ahead and become my darkest self, because why would I make a good decision at this point?
Okay. You inflict harm on Hades, and I think he is very shocked, because, again, you are trapped in mortal flesh, and it has been ages since any worthy mortals have come down to this realm and challenged him.
Let's see. You know what? I want to try to hit him with Eye of Valor.
Oh, go ahead. Are you attempting illness, blight, or I think it's bad luck? It is bad weather, blight, or illness. Do you want to cause bad weather in the underworld, or do you want to blight the god of the underworld?
So what does blight do?
Blight is, if you've played D&D, it's the wither spell, or it's like the wither hex of the witch as well. But basically, you make them very, very off kilter. Like you'll wither an arm. You'll cause their eyes to go blind.
Let's blight the god of the underworld. That sounds like a good decision.
Wither his dick.
That's actually the first time my playtester played at Fomorian. The jock quarterback was assaulting him in the locker room. He pulled off his towel and blighted him with a small penis.
All right, rolling for blight.
Go ahead.
Natural 12.
Oh. So, are you attempting to blind him, to insult him? Like, is this like to like help you in the fight, or to try to take him out of the fight, or just to strike his ego?
Oh, if I'm blinding the son of a bitch, I want to weaken him. I want to make him more susceptible to everything that follows, whether it's Shango doing something, Persephone doing something, me hitting him, whatever.
I think you actually drain whatever ichor is out of him, thanks to like what's left over in you with Agaria, and he is very, very dry now, almost looking like pomegranate wood. Shango, are you on the scene?
Well, it would be weird if I weren't at this point. Mostly because I think Shango would not have recognized if Ajiria left, but definitely would have recognized that Danilo was like, I'm going to go this way now. So could you paint the scene for me again? So
it's like a small alcove. It's like a semicircle room with lots of rocks. Ariadne has like two full tapestries, one half-made tapestry. There are several spirits of the dead around, whispering their secrets to this spider who is basically stringing up this narcissistic pattern to an incel. And Hades is this tall, imposing figure, probably like 8 feet something, NBA star kind of look, but really withered and wrinkled now. It looks like he's made of vines and wood almost. Persephone is standing aghast at him as he had been outreaching her. Danilo is between Persephone and Hades. Agaria is nearest the spirits with the tapestries, and I think you are in the entrance of the alcove.
I'm gonna go slap some sense into Agiria. We have a mission. I think she actually might like backhand him to shut him down.
Yeah, I think that's so because Jerry is too over a helmet with Ariadne ads, everything going on. So yeah, go for it.
So I'm rolling to shut someone down, which is my OAWR stat.
Yay! Everyone's doing the right thing.
So it's a 5.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's time for would it be a custom reaction from Hades, or
Maybe a certain shade uses this opportunity to escape into the real world?
Oh, that's what I think it is. The current shade talking to Ariadne is Siobhan.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay. Do I hear what's going on?
Siobhan is whispering the secret of how she was turned down by a god, and on the way back home, the bus was hit by a semi-truck, and how so many people were lost after the pilgrimage.
Okay. That's
Is
not...
that okay?
Yeah, no, that's good. I love the well-timed ambulance in the background too.
I live like a mile away from the hospital here.
Okay. So yeah, no, she like hears it, and that like weakens this backhand, and she just kind of stops. Okay, wait. What the fuck?
I think the last thing I remember was the smell of flowers everywhere.
Okay. God damn it. Okay. What the fuck is going on here?
And Hades rights himself, and you are in the domain of the dead. What do you expect? These are shades. They are helping me because I am their master, and I oversee what happens to them after the deaths that they have gone through. This is a gift for you, Persephone, as he kneels down before her. Come back to me now. Come back and stay. It is your time, after all.
Or, I could just fucking kill him and eat his soul.
Don't kill Hades. Please.
Persephone is going to spin a string on Danilo to attempt him to kill Hades.
Sweet.
Mark experience if you attempt to kill Hades.
You know what? I don't like Hades, so I'm going to attempt to kill Hades, and I'm going to mark experience.
I mean, you're in your darkest self anyway, so...
Right? That is a 7. And I'm rolling with, what is it? Volatile. And I want to get my darkest self. So that's an 8. And then, what does the darkest self do? Does that give me...
It doesn't give you any bonuses. Certain moves for the Fomorian would give you bonuses if you had the enraged condition. But
well, I forget.
I think this definitely counts as ruling over ashes, but
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah.
Does this count as unnecessary force? Because dude's already kind of down.
Well, that depends. Narrate how you are attacking him. How violently this assault is.
Well, you said the blight dried him out, right?
Yeah.
I broke off one of his arms and I'm beating him in the head with it.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, and I think Persephone, as you are beating him down to the ground, will control the purview of the plants and just shoot roots through his body that tie him down to the ground. And Danilo, there is not willing, but there is a currently passed out or dead god before you, made of the pure goodness of purview and wonderfulness. What do you do?
I think you might want to roll to keep your cool.
Well, let's say does he need to keep his cool because he did fail before.
Yeah, that's kind of how we got here. What do
Yeah.
you want, Persephone? You want it to never bother you again?
I want to rule the underworld.
Whoa. Steps and steps.
I think we've hit those steps and steps.
I mean, yeah, sure, but why does the underworld needs a ruler?
I mean, I got it. Gary, I'm kind of with you on the whole no gods, no masters thing.
We are literally gods.
I know,
Yes,
but
but we are
you're
no
trying
kings.
to stop us
Well,
from being.
I'm literally a king, so fuck you.
I think Persephone will spend her last string on Danilo to tempt him to give in to the Cinder Crown.
And I accept experience if I do, right?
Yes, you do.
Hmm.
And you get another, 6 months, year?
Oh, that was if they killed a mortal flesh deity. Yeah, dab on it.
So what do I get for killing an actual god?
Probably a
You'll
lot
have to
more.
do that and find out, won't you?
yeah, don't forget
Oh,
to
what the hell?
teabag him.
You know what? I haven't made a bad decision in at least a minute. I'm going to eat him.
I think
I'm
what
going to literally punch through his chest, grab his desiccated heart, and start chewing on it.
it is a pomegranate, not a heart.
Fuck.
But it counts. I just want to veil over the cannibalism a bit.
Okay. So I realize that it's a pomegranate, and I just stop, and it's like, all right, god damn it.
But no, I think this is You know it is the center of his power.
I just toss it to Percy. Here, you.
But are you giving in to the Cinder Crown, basically?
Oh yeah. He's dead. Yes.
Yeah. Regain your lost purview of wrath, and gain the purview of psychopomp, or I know you wouldn't accept rulership, so I guess psychopomp, or what would be a good Hades? Yep.
What's psychopomp first?
Psychopomp is the people who take the dead from one realm to another. It's like
a reaper.
Traveling. The Raven, the Grim Reaper, the Anku, they're psychopomps.
What about gaining the purview of death?
He's not a death god. He's not Thanatos.
Okay.
But could get the let's see. Could get the purview of like caverns underground. Ooh, I do like the. How about or like retribution? I mean, you have wrath.
Retribution. Because I mean, it did kind of start that way. It did kill off all those death squads.
Yeah, and
I also get a level.
Yay! And besides leveling up, you are the Cinder Crown is no longer. Your murder hat is no longer squeezing your skull. It is let up. It is now just sort of
left up.
It's just kind of floating around you like an Ion Stone from D&D and looking all kinds of stellar. And you feel a rush of vitality going to your limbs, and it feels like numbness being washed away, and you feel healthier than you have in ages. It's like an amazingly good tea break.
So Ijiria is kind of shaken by what just happened, and they are trying to get as much as control as they get. They are sweating through the robotic parts, and the exposed arm is completely drenched in sweat as she approaches Persephone and Danilo. You remember the idea of returning the power of the Cinder Crown to mortals by having it lose its purpose and returning to the living? How about that thing? And she points to the promenade heart. What if we do the same thing to that? What if we give the control of the cycle of life and death back to mortals? What if we put that on letter?
What?
Oh. I think Persephone will hand you the pomegranate and offer you a string to take it.
That might be just a bad idea.
Yeah, I cannot consider her my treasure, so this is hard. I think, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, mark experience as I think she will spend. No, let's see. How mean do I want to be? Because I've not set up a reaction yet with an NPC, and oh yes, I'm going to like do a slap, but it's an open-handed slap of love. You gain the purview psychopomp. But you are now not just a kingmaker, but you are the king of the underworld. You have taken Hades' place.
Oh.
So if you want to get rid of, if you want to give the power of life and death to mortals, you'll be giving up some of your own secrets to the world.
Yeah, I think Ijiri accepts that, and she says, I guess I finally understand the story now. Why Jira was so insistent that after that the knowledge must be returned to the source. Now that all the weight is on me, this is unbearable. This is highly led content.
Heavy as the crown, blah, blah, blah. Let's actually deal with the one crown that is actively killing people.
Yeah, yeah, I'm saying I think it's a good time for a break. We can be back at 15 after. Well, yeah, 15 after. Seems.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys then. Nice move choice, Agaria.
I could just have got, +1 cold, but this is more fun.
I mean, it's infinitely more fun.
You got to think about the long game. This is a long game.
I'm surprised not everyone is dead yet, but pleasant surprises.
That might change soon.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Puckett, you there?
Like I said, that might change. What I'm saying is, I think Puckett's dead.
God.
I also never announced the advancement I took last session. So I decided to take the dragon move, Bring Me the Princess.
Oh dear lords, no. No. One of the best dragon moves. Again, speaking about powerful moves.
I just want so it's you speak and people listen, make a reasonable request for an item or someone's attention, and you get it by the next session at the latest.
By the next scene at the latest.
By next scene.
Yeah.
Okay,
game over.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Cerebel and Agaria, Shango and Agaria have taken moves which are going to change the foundation of the game. I love it.
Which are?
Shango has Bring Me the Princess from the dragon, and Agaria has Stormwind from the harpy.
I was actually looking at a dragon move.
What were you looking at?
What was it? I Am Wrath.
The move that Shango started with. Yes.
Oh, if we've already got somebody.
Hey, if you want to take that extra +1 harm, like fucking do it.
There is also, if you want +1 roll instead of +1 harm, there is the Leshy's Club of Authority. Though, of course, yours can be the right to anti-rule.
And I do still have that club from all the vines and everything in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
This is my god beaten stick.
Yeah, let me think about this and read stuff because.
As Teddy Roosevelt said, carry a big stick and murder gods. Deicide for America.
Look, okay, when you put it like that, I have to take Club of Authority.
Oh, gods, and if only you had brought your baleful servants with you to this get-together, this would be insane.
We're just going to curb stomp Hades.
Hades already dead.
Yeah,
and else with the 80s.
We have no idea what's going to happen when you kill an
actual real person does.
If we had not put a pedestal that is Agaria where Hades once stood, things might have been getting a bit wonky. But I mean, things now won't get wonky until Agaria willingly gives up that power to make the cycle of life and death more equal. So yeah, we've seen Persephone dealing with Agaria. We've seen Danilo dealing with Hades. Shango, what are you doing?
I am, while this is going on, because they got this handled, I think. I'm way too concentrated on Ariadne and these shades because I need to know what the fuck has gone on with who I'm suspecting is Narcissus. I'm definitely right.
Are you gazing into the abyss or just talking to Ariadne?
Maybe I'm gazing into the abyss, which is also not a great stat.
Yay!
I'm saying what the rules demand. I'm trying not to. Okay. So it's a 7 with dice, and I have -1.
Well, I can be nice again and say this is Persephone's realm.
Yeah. I was going to ask if proactively I could have a string on Siobhan, since I technically start with a string on all characters, but we had not stated that previously.
You started with strings on all main characters. This the dragon actually an original stat moves that came out with 5 strings on NPCs, but that was way too powerful. But yeah,
I'm not gonna shake down every ending.
so yeah, 7 on the gaze to the abyss, and a train coming. So this is going to be wonderful. Give me a sec.
Honk the horn.
I used to live near train tracks. I can go outside my house, turn right, and they're there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but I think you see a spider weaving a web, but you realize you're not looking at the spider. You're looking at a reflection of it. And in the reflection is the same girl who fell out into your room. And she's looking at herself in the lake, brushing her hair, and working with this, like the sun is reflecting behind her head, and like I think you see like for hours she's just brushing her hair, and the sun's moving until it's like finally eclipsed by her head. She reaches down into the lake, touches it, and you see her touch create a bit of mold on the lake, which may have had something to do with the wreck. As she brings her hand back, wipes the water off on her face, and admires her reflection a bit more as she goes back to her own little world.
Alright, so I have another thing to add to my bullshit people have to fuck up list.
You and Danilo are getting lists.
Yeah. I didn't like her before, but I sincerely hate her now.
Yeah, so Persephone, I think, is standing a bit taller and stronger now, a lot less conflicted. It's like, do we really need to work with Leth now? I mean, the crown seems pretty handled, for the moment at least. We can always come back here later.
Yeah, it buys us a month.
Well, we don't know what might happen to the underworld in 1 month, and honestly, I don't know what is going to be doing to me in 1 month.
This is what happens when you take thrones that you're not ready for.
Well, one needs to take the throne, even if it's to pull it outside to throw it on the bonfire. This is what I want to do.
I think Persephone looks a bit hurt, and she reaches over and touches Agarius softly. You don't like me, do you? I thought you would like to stay here with me.
Oh, don't take me wrong. The problem is that I don't like you. The problem is how much I like you and we barely met. It scares me a bit.
Oh, that's nothing. I mean, it happens with some people, the first sight thing. But let's get to Leth if we're really on that path.
I mean, I can see again. That was a big part of the problem. So
No, we're still on that path.
We are?
Yeah.
We are.
All right. Shango, I'm going to listen to you because, well, I trust you.
Good, you should.
Yeah, so I think we can get to Leth without any more distractions, thankfully.
Unfortunately, that's not the plan on Nigeria. Ooh. Because as soon as Danilo says that, Nigeria is going to start shit by saying, well, you clearly also trust Persephone. I mean, you really work it great together. It was a great team effort. You brought down Hades, and she is trying to wingman Danilo and Persephone.
Oh dear
To
God!
each other?
Roll to turn Persephone on. Danilo, take +1 forward.
All right, so I have to roll to turn Persephone on, or is Gary rolling?
No, you roll to turn Persephone on with a +1.
And why do I have to do this?
Because of the wingman move that Agaria has. When Agaria talks you up to a person, the person they talk up rolls to turn that person on with a +1.
God damn it.
Why you gotta start shit, man?
I love that move so much.
That is a total failure.
Ooh.
I'm going to mark XP.
Yeah, let's see.
I got 4 the hard way.
Oh, I think I know exactly what's going to happen. As Persephone goes over to Danilo, like reaches out to like touch his face, like he's nice and everything, but he wasn't made for me. Not like you were. I think you even gave me a gift. And she reaches under the cinder crown, pulls it off Danilo, and puts it on her head.
Oh shit! What the? Okay, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I had no reason to kill Nzinga before, but now
Watch the words that are about to come out of your mouth.
I really don't want to. I mean, it's just a crown right now, but I want to live. And honestly, the best way to live is probably to take out Luna, then I can live forever. But I'm going to need some help along the way. And as long as you're helping me, we can be fine and friendly.
I thought the thing with the Cinder Crown is that it could only be removed with consent.
Is that true?
That's what you told us. That's why nobody else could take it off.
Then we script change. Oh no, yes. I think the Psychopomp Purview is going to do this then. Not remove the crown, but we're no longer going to Leth. We are now on one side of the river Styx. And in this world, River Styx is black and ichory and oily and on fucking fire as Nzinga has crossed it. And we are near Nzinga's little carved out country, thanks to Agiria's talking about championship wonderfulness, having taken us to another champion and another way to incite a champion's story.
Alright, someone's gotta calm her the fuck down. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's gonna be me.
I thought we were going to Leth. Why'd you teleport us?
I didn't do shit.
I didn't do shit. I wasn't talking to you. She looks at Ageria.
I don't know. I think this mantle still has a life of its own. It brought us here.
Yeah, and I think Persephone looks at Danilo, looks at Shango, looks at Ageria. It's like, can we maybe do some godly stuff to put this out? This shouldn't be on fire. Maybe soften up everything?
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
I was about to say, do people want to maybe do a collaboration of a love ballad for Nzinga as Shango comes to Hades and holds out the gigantic ghetto blaster to get that boombox feeling going on? I mean, that is an option in this game if people want to drop a collaboration. If not, we can just work miracles or see how this works out.
I'm good with either option if anyone wants to drop a collab with me. I think only Ageria for Persephone.
Yeah.
Well, Persephone can only, if you do a collaboration with an NPC, everyone can only spend one string.
Hey, and I'm sorry, I had a moment to I need to look at how many.
If you spend 3 strings, you get a very powerful collaboration.
I only have 1 string on Ageria. God damn it.
Wait, we're not making the negotiations. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, we fucking forgot.
I thought you guys did do negotiate because she traded you a string on Luna for strings too.
Yeah.
What?
On the Nilo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. So you guys only have 1 string, a maximum of 1 string on.
I mean, I have 4 on Shango.
Unless Danilo wants to pull his head out of his ass and help me put out this river of fire.
Puckett. I am so sorry I was muted. Like I said, like I said while I was muted, Danilo is not going to tell you no. And I'll happily throw 3 strings to give you a collaboration with 1 consequence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was all muted. I feel like I feel ridiculous now.
Okay, so yes, you guys get 2 wonders and 1 consequence.
Yep. We mark down those spent strings before we.
Yes.
Oh yeah, good call.
Because I will just forget.
Yeah. All right, so we have to agree on what to collaborate on the wonders, and then we can just choose whatever consequence we want.
Individually, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so define the wonders we want with Nzinga.
We're trying to tamper down whatever bullshit she started setting the river Styx on fire.
That could be create something transcendent that will long outlive you both, like changing the river Styx.
Yeah. Changing death itself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm the king of the underworld, so that has to be
fuck
definitely.
You're not involved.
Come on. It is the changing part of me.
I'm cool with that.
You
at the moment right now is kind of shitty.
I nature is my purview.
And death is part of nature.
So I'm thinking that I'm looking at create something transcendent that will long outlive the both of you. Because in order to do this, we're going to have to alter the underworld.
Yes.
The only question is how we do it.
Yeah.
So I think looking at our purviews here, lightning and war. I'm thinking it's got to be something with nature.
Well,
because I don't think I'm much help on this.
Okay, this is the underworld, a land of death.
Yeah.
There is war and wrath. You could make a river of blood.
That is going to outlast both of us in just a wonderful way.
Yeah, but I mean, do we really want to do that, or do we want to transform the underworld into something magical and wondrous, as opposed to something that's even more hellish than it already is?
What would Passy do?
Passy would make it wonderful and just unimaginably beautiful, probably fairly trippy.
Well, a river of blood is wonderful. Remember, the shades need blood to remember who they are. Their life will be better if there is a river of blood.
That sounds like bullshit.
No, it's
does.
true. Tell
It's
them,
true.
President.
Myth is fucked up, yo.
That is the other subtitle of this game.
I think there has to be like 3 different posters for this game. You know, one of them is just Myth is fucked up, yo. Or at least a different poster for every character. Like Agaria's one has to be the spoiler of murder. It's always murder.
So,
because I do want this to be a little bit more positive.
Let's see. I mean, with nature, could be a river of pomegranate juice, because that is a symbol that we've been working with for a bit.
mm-hmm.
And it does look creepily like blood.
But the question is, can plants nurture themselves with pomegranate?
In the underworld, are there plants?
Yeah.
There will be.
Oh, dear God.
Well, there are roots.
Oh, Lordy. Well, I mean, can the plants sustain themselves with what is a Icarus river of souls and spirits normally?
Fuck this shit. We're turning the underworld into heaven.
What? My dear closest friend, the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I'm deeply worried. Especially the type of people that keep shooting at us.
Shooting in the river?
I want...
Oh, and Canelo, don't forget, you're in your darkest self. You want people to fear and
How do
basically you want people to really respect and fear you. So, and you're enraged from ruling over the ashes.
I already killed a god. I'm pretty sure that people respect and fucking fear that.
Yes, but that's sadly not. I don't think that is a outlet for your darkest self.
He didn't live long enough to tell you that he feared you.
Yeah,
That's true.
Oh my god. I'm good with a river of pomegranate juice. And each of the souls is like a
no,
pomegranate
you did
juice.
drive Persephone to doubt herself. Not badly, because she doubted her place in the underworld now that Hades is fucking dead.
So does that mean I'm not in my darkest self now?
I'll rule that you are not. So yes.
Okay.
But that's my opinion on that first one.
All right. Am I still enraged?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And then what the hell is this interloper condition?
Oh, because you tried to like back me up when you had no idea what was up with my relationship.
Oh my god, that's from like 3 sessions ago.
Yeah. I think we're good to clear that one.
Yeah.
If we're just going through conditions right now.
All right. So
just like you did for Percy.
here's what I would like to do. Here's my thinking. And Sarah, tell me what you think.
All right.
I want a river of water so clear and pure that you can see your reflection from the bottom of the river. And I want that to be nurturing a garden of bioluminescent plants that are growing, that start to cover the ceiling. There's lovely colored mushrooms and toadstools.
Well,
And it just basically becomes this... Have you ever played Skyrim?
The Amazon? What is Skyrim?
Just remaking the Amazon.
I was like, where's David Attenborough to describe this?
Exactly, right? I mean, basically, I want to create the Amazon, but bioluminescent, underground, where nobody can fuck with it.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that. You know what makes the Amazon the Amazon? It's black soil. Why not a river of the deep, powerful black soil of the Amazons, bringing fertility to wherever it reaches?
I was really feeling that bioluminescent forest idea. But here's the thing about the River Styx is that every single soul, every single person that has ever lived is in there, and they're entirely anonymous, and that's not really fair.
No, it's not.
That's why you roll
What if?
the blood.
What if? What if?
Mhm.
Because I mean, we're gods. We're doing some serious
We're
god
doing
shit.
some good God shit right now.
What if all those souls
Yeah.
transferred into the bioluminescent plants,
Ooh.
and
I-
each soul became its own plant?
That could be a prison of sorts if a soul does not.
Yeah. Here is my proposition. Again, amazing, clear river. You can see down into infinity. But as your face is reflected back into it, the faces of every other soul that has ever lived. And that, you recognize all of them and you know all of them. You remember everybody forever.
Oh, I like that.
Mm.
That it's all the connections, that the unbroken bounds of mankind that the dead are able to look into, and they never have to be alone. They never have to give up on what made them human.
Woo!
This is really sweet.
Okay,
We
part
still have to
one.
pick another
Part one of the collab done. Part two.
part two.
I'm thinking new purview.
Yeah. You got all these
This could give you
purviews,
the
man.
purview of death, I think.
I kind of want the purview of memory.
Gasp.
Remembrance.
Basically, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that goes along with wrath and retribution.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Never forgive, never forget.
Well, it doesn't say never forgive.
Yeah.
Retribution, I mean, once you get retribution, if there, I mean, for a god, you can't actually balance the scales of justice.
Yes. So, what effects are going to happen to each of you? Danilo, choose first.
I'm going to go with unforeseen consequences.
Okay. Shango.
What could possibly go wrong?
Still deciding, Shango?
Just because I love how you take everything that I love and just crush it into the ground. I'm also going to take unforeseen consequences if that's cool.
Oh, that's fine. I think you guys have all intricately tied yourself to the underworld in one form or fashion, with a pomegranate or with HGTV revival. But I think now, oh, I know. Custom reaction. When you're in the underworld, Persephone controls each of your names as if they are a purview.
This is going to work out fantastically.
I think that the powerful of a reaction is a good enough custom for both of your wonderful upgrades, let's call them, to the River of Spirits. And yeah, I think the river starts off like in the old My Little Pony video with the rainbow fighting off the sludge as it slowly begins evaporating and the water begins showing the spirits. There was like this keening in the air as you realize the spirits in the river were on fire too, as they slowly begin to cleanse themselves and get connected in ways they've not been at in ages. The plants shining different lights all throughout the caverns, and so finally the fires are not the only source of light in this area. And there is less fire. That does not mean all the fire is gone, but the huge summoning pyre is no longer present. And I think as the river moves, like smoke starts clearing out of the way, and you see this rise of stalagmites and pillars going off in the distance, and a loud drumming sound as flames are, like you can see flaming footsteps leading up to the top of one of these collections. And I think you know where Nzinga rests.
I'm gonna go. All right. And I am heading off in that direction.
I'm going to wander along after her. Because why not?
Egeria is going to go after Shango on a more, come on, we cannot be spending much time with this.
Persephone's going to come along too.
We wouldn't have to feed down here if somebody didn't lock her away in literal hell.
It's not literal hell, but anyway, let's go.
I mean, we just kind of,
it's a little bit nicer now, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. But, yeah, Persephone, maybe next time, just like, let us know in advance.
I was at home reading a book. Some woman in veils comes and says, "Hey, here's a spiel that you hear when you're going to join a cult. Oh, wait, you don't have a choice. I'm going to pull you in the van or not." She pulls me into the van. I get divine powers. Oh, and suddenly there's a knife in my hand. Yeah, kill this black chick that's done nothing to you. It doesn't seem racist and wrong at all. So yeah, I trapped her here because I figured I could. It worked out. I'm sorry shit went down. I'm sorry I had no fucking time to tell you. I'm sorry things are going badly. What more do you want from me?
Yeah, I also...
You got a van? Did you at least get candy out of it?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also, yeah, good comparison. Looney is like one burning cross short.
I mean,
It's
you're not
literally-
wrong.
Do you think the veils are stand-in for hoods? Oh,
yes.
fucking...
It makes way too many sense considering what she has been doing to us.
Holy shit, Luna's racist. We've been in cahoots with the KKK, and that's really fucked up, you guys.
I
It
think
just
we
gives
might
me
make
another
a
reason to kill her.
conspiracy theory. I mean, Luna's bad shit, and I think she would see the KKK as a bit too childish for her. I would hope, at least. I mean, if you're going to be racist, be like divinely racist or
She's
something.
classy and racist.
Yeah, systemic racist. Divine systemic racist. What better way?
She does seem more like the country club style of racist than the bargain bin style of racist. And I think you guys are like making your way up. Like the footsteps are petering out as you follow them, as these trails lead off. And I think you guys get to the top, and Nzinga has created this small realm of shades. In Apocalypse World, this wouldn't even be a hard hold or anything. It's like 25 shades sort of worshiping her. She has fires coming out of her hands, and I think
You might want to stand behind us.
yeah, I think she does notice Persephone, and the fires grow larger, and then she notices Shango. The fires dim a bit.
Go on, Django, you got this.
So we've come to bring you.
You're not going to wing woman Shango?
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm like, I'm supposed to have an introduction? What? What are you here for if not?
Okay. Zinga, it's me, Jimmy, from the donut shop.
Yeah, the guy who was getting macked on pretty hard.
Yeah, sorry about this whole situation. We had no idea what happened, and sorry about Percy. She's new. She's not aware about the things with the Sun Daddy and
You
Sun
tried to
Moon
kill me.
Mom.
You said I'd be family.
Well, you are family, and you know, Shango is here, and they have been deeply worried about you. They could not stop thinking about you.
Oh, that's cool. That's really awesome. As first thing that happened when I came to this little tower, this little gathering of camaraderie, tried to kill me.
Yeah, but again, Percy is new.
That
Percy is sorry.
things. Oh, so she's sorry. I'm supposed to just up and forgive her. I'm going to set this entire place on fire. Then it'll be the hell she deserves.
Well, will it make it better? Will it make you feel better? Go ahead and do it. But if you're gonna do it, at least do it together with Shango. It will be a good coupled activity.
That was supposed to be better?
Yes.
I think that triggers the move, doesn't it?
I think it does. Roll to turn Nzinga on, carrying one forward, Shango.
Cool.
I get snake eyes.
It's an 11.
Oh.
Thank
God.
the Lord.
And
Yeah.
Actually, thank us.
Yeah.
you get a string
Thank
on
you, God.
and I think Nzinga will give herself to you in the sense that she turns off her fires and stops her wrathful spiel.
I
And
could grow a nice bed of some soft moss and have some
God damn
hanging
it.
vines to curtain everything if you want. I'm just saying.
No.
and at I think like she begins walking forward. Like the shades she has captured are like shivering in terror of her, and she walks forward and just sighs like, "How long have I been here? It feels pretty long."
Not long, but longer than we really should have let you be here. I shouldn't have let my pride get the better of me and pull my attention away from you, but I'm here to bring you home.
And she'll go up and offer you a hug.
Yeah.
And so Shango hugs.
Yeah.
Then Persephone
Okay.
used her string to activate a miracle and use her purview of Shango and have lightning strike Shango and Nzinga. Luckily for Shango, this does no harm to Shango. Really fucking burns Nzinga. Well, wait. There is no real... I want to hurt... because, I mean, she set the realm on fire. And Persephone is pretty pissed at this and wants to utilize this. And I need to be a bastard MC.
But do you really though?
Yes, I do. It's my birthday.
Yeah, it's their birthday. Come on. Stop giving him ideas.
God damn it.
Oh, that is
Stop.
good. Yeah, this is a present to you, Shango. The lightning strike has burned out the folk hero in Nzinga. She is a god. But she is forever showing her godliness. She cannot hide it like the rest of the mortals. And this may have burned out some lifespan, you're not sure, but she is concentrated now. She is 100% from concentrate.
The lightning strikes, and there's like, it doesn't hurt her, but there's a moment of like when you stub your toe and you don't know if it hurts or not, and that shock, and she backs up. It's like, that wasn't me. Okay.
And Zynga looks down, and Persephone comes out. It's like, that's a gift. Now Luna can't make me or anyone try to kill you, as you're part of our group now. I think. Kind of. Maybe not part of any group. Is there any way you can test this? And I think Nzinga does look, particularly shocked at this entire incident. But she has a single idea. Sol Invictus.
Oh, it always comes back to that guy.
No. Oh.
No, I said his name.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I didn't call him that ridiculous title.
Which was...
No.
Sunny D.
Let's go with that.
Wait, Darth Candle. Jack and the Candlestick. Fucking bastard. Oh, this is freedom.
Told you.
Welcome to Godhood.
So one good thing happened today.
Hey, that is not true.
I'm not counting.
A few good things happened.
Well, I'm not counting.
But look at the garden.
Okay, 2 good things happened today.
And the crown is not, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not blind. I can move. I don't feel like I've got a migraine. So that's 3 good things.
It's still a problem.
2.5 good things.
We haven't solved that.
Yeah, we need to solve that.
I know thinking in the long term is a little bit hard right now. But thinking about long term will give you a long term.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Can we just chill for a second and appreciate how pretty everything is now? Look at this place. And
you
Zynga's
don't need overwhelming ash power to appreciate this.
But we're the only people who are ever going to see this while we're alive.
Arguably.
I'm just saying.
You have a point.
Maybe we should just take a second. Zynga's back, full-fledged god. Shango, you got your girl back.
Yeah.
Who are you and what have you done with Danilo?
It's just kind of a good day. Sure, some bad shit happened, but here we are at the end of it. And
my abusive ex-lover got eaten or heart wrenched out. Things are pretty chill.
We stopped an abuser. This is...
We get so few good days.
Right? And okay, just think about this. Imagine what Passy would be like right now if she saw this all around us. Not the stuff that we did leading up to this, but if she just saw this, how would Passy react to this?
Pretty cool, but a little bit freaked out.
Maybe a little. Does anything freak Passy out? Besides bloodshed, a little bit.
So what? You want to have a little picnic or something?
Nah. I'm just saying.
You have a blunt in your bag too, in your cargo pants?
I reach inside my vest and I pull out a blunt the size of a cigar, a nice Cohiba cigar. It's yeah, always, but no, just
be careful. Remember the nature of the underworld.
Yeah, that's true.
You made every place an Elysium of beauty, and Elysium has a way to get a hold on the shades within. Don't get too relaxed, or we'll not be able to leave.
I'm not talking about getting relaxed. I'm just saying, for once, things aren't on fire. There's no blood around us. I just want to appreciate this. El Tunchi is just, for once, El Tunchi is chill as hell in my head. Just like, you done good.
And Persephone strikes up like, and no left then? We leaving?
No,
No,
let's go.
let's go.
And I think in Zynga's, there's like, I'd rather not stay any longer than I need to.
But we have to do this.
We do.
She does not seem like she really believes that you have to. Does anyone want to tempt Nzinga into coming along and maybe not setting things on fire?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I still have that string. Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, if she does, she's going to be setting fire to something that you created, something beautiful that you helped create, Shango.
I did not create this crown.
No, but if she sets stuff on fire along the way, then, well, she's, destroying one of your miracles. So,
and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But it's like, do you really? Hey, babe.
Yeah.
That is the Monster Hearts. That's the third quote.
Hey babe. Two people simultaneously. Yeah.
That was like the most Monster Hearts moment out of this game so far.
Do you
not making out in bloodshed?
Do you want to come and watch us destroy a symbol of the man's power? The worst white man that you have ever met.
Oh, you mean? And she points up.
Yeah, Darth Candle.
Yes, any day.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the wandering to Leth will happen over the break. Let's be back at 10 after the hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I know who I'm going to be using as Nzinga's face claim for now, so I will be trying to find that.
Yeah.
Awesome. See y'all in a bit. With the cowl and everything?
I'm not sure about the cowl, but I think like the face paint is now definitely just like very fiery symbols on her face. You are muted, Cerebel.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so I assume we're going to come back to the border of Leth, the lake of cleansing forgetfulness.
Although, I do kind of have an idea.
This can only go well. Please tell me it.
Whenever you say the words, I have an idea.
Go ahead and ruin everything.
We come
No,
so
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Not that. Not that.
We made it so far.
I think Danilo looked into the river.
Just looked into it? You have to step into it for it to...
No. The river of memory. All the souls.
Oh, you're gazing into the abyss, aren't you?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, dear God.
Just complicating the character a bit.
Okay.
So, yeah, he saw the souls of all the people that he killed.
Go on.
Yeah, that should probably say 0 minutes without incident, to be honest. Not just complicated things a little bit. I mean, they were still assholes who murdered kids, but they were also parents and husbands and fathers and grandfathers and assholes who murdered kids.
Sounded like you said kittens at that point. It's like, I'd get them too.
So, now just complicating it a little bit, kind of challenging his arbitrary binary thinking of good or bad. That's all.
Understood. So,
He's thinking, Danilo is.
Nothing good ever comes of Danilo thinking.
Reflecting, shall we say then.
oh, this is the first time Daniel's reflected, so I can't say what's going to happen now.
Anyway, so on our way.
We are at the Lake of Leth, the cleansing forgetful waters. What is going to happen here? As I think Persephone is staying far away from the edge.
So, like, what do I do? Do I just, like, try to do a handstand and dip the crown in or something like that? Or
I think if your brain gets in it, we've got bigger issues, so...
I think you need to invest all your power in the crown and let it go. And you need to make it fully manifest. Let it go completely off you. And you're gonna need, well, I would say Persephone or me at least, to draw open the power of the underworld to coerce the crown to give away. It does not want to relent, but this is the place where things die, where things are forgotten. This is, even the crown will have the instinct to pass to another king. So we went to use that to purge it out, if that makes sense.
yeah, we don't want this thing passing to anybody else.
No, we went to place it into oblivion and to everyone else.
That's not the best way of putting it, but okay. We're diluting its power.
And
Zinga,
dispersing it.
and Zinga's like, okay, and how do we get it off his head? Or do we just dip the head in the lake?
We're not.
Well, this is what I'm asking. I don't know. I mean, I mostly just grow plants and blow shit up. I don't know shit about getting a crown off my head.
Well, just picture it and try to manifest it. Try to draw its power, but instead of, using it, just make it be. Just like you made this whole thing.
So do your plant thing, except no plants and a crown.
Huh. All right. I I sit down near the water's edge, cross-legged. Lower my head a little bit.
Sit down next to him, put a hand on his back. Like, you got this. And if you don't, I'll make sure to shove your whole ass body in there before you go on a murder rampage.
Yeah, let's be aware that if you fuck this up, we're gonna just dunk you in the river.
Hey, Shango, do me a favor.
Yeah?
If it comes to that, just... You've been really cool to me.
Please don't make this a last wish type of thing.
No, nothing like that. You've been really cool to me. And I don't know. Maybe this is what love feels like. Just...
And Zinka's there. Excuse me, what?
Hey, chill.
It's complicated. This is complicated. Okay, that's news. That is, yeah.
So yeah, if you got to dunk me in there, just do me a favor and remember that. Okay?
Oh
I'll
my
remember
god, that's so
everything.
selfish of you.
Fuck. Hey, how about you stay out of one thing for 5 seconds?
No!
And you see slight tendrils of vines starting to emerge from the ground. Growing up, leaves sprouting off of them. And as I focus, you can see the vines start to coil around the crown's edge, like going in between my head and the crown, gripping it more tightly. I take a deep breath, and the vines manage to lift the crown off of my head and take it toward the water.
Okay, and Shango, you're right beside.
Yes.
Yeah, and Shango was a king, wasn't he?
Yes.
Please keep your cool to resist the urge to put the crown on.
Shit.
At least you don't have an extra -1.
Hey, what's up? It's 9 on the dice, and keep her cool is cold. It's an 8. Eat a dick. Happy birthday, Sarah.
So you can avoid putting the crown on your head, but you will have to put your hand in the river of Leth to resist putting the crown on your head. You'll have to dunk the crown in to avoid its temptation. Or you can put the crown on your head and not put your hand in the lake of Leth.
Bad choices on top of bad choices.
Or you could spend a string and I could spend a string.
I don't know if those stack.
They don't stack, and you can't spin a string to unless you have that extra move. Did you take Mon's plaything, anyone?
Nope. All right, cool. So I think Danilo feels like the hand on his back tightens a little bit as her eyes go a little bit fuzzy, a little bit blank, and then reaches up for the crown. And there's a moment where her hands grip around it. She shakes it off and just slams it into the river.
Okay, the crown is going to...
Come on and slam.
Yeah. I love you all. This is fine. But yeah, your hand plunges into the lake, and you can feel the crown changing under your grip. You can feel yourself changing in the lake. Gain the condition Lost Purview, one of your purviews, as your divinity is bleached by Leth.
Cool, 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 cool.
But the crown has changed, and I will say this is what to do, seeing as I think this will make the mantle lose its power. So it was what was giving Danilo the retribution purview. So he will have to lose that. But I think there is it no longer controls life or death. That is washed out of it. It still has a desire for power, though, but not the paltry powers of divinity trapped in mortal flesh. And I think now whoever wears the crown, if you manage to kill Luna or Sol Invictus, or help you both, you may have done the Prometheus gambit upon them.
It's always Prometheus gambit o'clock. It's always Prometheus gambit o'clock.
And I think that is like with when it comes out of the river, it is like it's been forged, basically. It's no longer just cinders and ash, but it is, I think it's like just this beaten iron circlet that is as much a burden as it is a blessing and a symbol. Who claims it?
Shanga like yeets this thing away from her.
I mean, was not the point to let it fade into everyone?
Oh, to get it to fade away completely, that may take a miracle.
God damn it.
I think it might take, it's the time of me to taking my mantle as the king of the underworld and put it to use. And
excuse me, what?
Yeah, so Egeria communes with the underworld and tries to speak with the lead and persuade the river to take everything that they can and distribute it back into the world.
So you're trying to get the crown to give all the power it has, like what are you trying, in your words, what are you trying to get?
So basically, what Egeria is going to... Actually, I think the thing is that this is probably two steps. So the first step was probably to use a miracle to give up the crown. Mm-hmm. The second step is to give up the powers of the king of the underworld the same way. So basically, it's just the way that they transformed the underworld to transform the order on reality. You know, instead of the primal order, the hierarchy of the second orders, to create a third order where hierarchies can be contested and people can live in harmony with their nature, and to understand that the environment and personhood are one and the same. So basically, Egeria is going to go bull boxing.
So
you're turning the underworld into an anarcho-communist commune in a way? Or are you trying to turn that to the entire world?
we were trying to do small scale on the underworld, and the souls are reborn. We went to apply this change also to the world.
Also,
Ooh,
3 strings at that.
So
cost.
leaving something that is going to last more than we will. We're gonna leave the seeds to radicalize the next generations
Oh,
and to have them save the planet.
are you doing a collaboration with Danilo then?
Is anyone willing to collaborate with this?
I am. I've got strings to burn. That's one of the
I have a
reasons
lot
why
of
I
strings.
took so many strings.
Yeah.
So I've got 6 on you. You've got 5 on me. We can burn 3. We can get 2 we can get 2 wonders, and we can get 1 consequence.
Yeah. Okay, so I burned 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I am totally fine with that being the transcendent thing that we created that will long outlive both of us.
Yeah.
I think that the creation is like the destruction of the crown, like the creation of the seeds in the underworld.
And then what's the other one do you want? Purview?
I kind of want to give my purview away.
you just want no more purviews.
No more purviews.
No purviews, no
Maybe
kings.
you saw all of this coming. We rewind to have like before you accepted the pomegranate from Persephone,
Mm-hmm.
and before Danilo killed Hades, perhaps, unless Danilo wants to keep Hades dead.
Hades needs to stay dead. He's a gaslighting abuser.
He is.
He is.
And so I think basically everything plays out except for Agaria becoming the king of the underworld.
So basically, I lose my preview.
Yes.
Good. So that's the second choice, that we erase the preview of the King of the Underworld.
Yep.
And the consequences. If that means that I have the thing of king making, I think I should get the condition lost purview for that.
Okay.
If I lost that for sure, then I shall take another one.
I think it's just a condition right now. You can clear the condition eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And Danilo.
So I can take it's not a permanently lost purview?
Correct.
So
Though remember, you do have, I think, the condition lost purview of wrath right now.
no, I got Wrath back.
When killed Hades.
Oh, right. Correct. You murdered Hades to death.
Yeah, and
Murdered Hades.
that actually gave me retribution, which I lost with the whatchamacthinger,
Yeah.
when the crown went away. So if it's just a condition, let's get real interesting. Lost
think I know.
purview of wrath.
Oh, dear.
I thought you were gonna go real sad and go remembrance, but okay, cool.
So plants and memory are my purviews at the moment.
So how does it feel to let go of such power?
Wasn't my thing. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Yeah, you can't. What's that old line? You can't tear down the master's house with the master's tools. Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to defeat these guys. We're not going to defeat Luna and Darth Candle with their shit. We need to figure out our own shit to
No.
bring them down.
But, like,
Well, I don't.
our whole shit is their shit.
Well, then we need to figure out some new shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our own shit. Like
I mean, look at what we did here. Look at how beautiful this place is now.
Well, we can rest in 2 years' times here. Now we have work to do.
Wow, you're an optimist. You think we're going to make it 2 years?
No.
No.
Well, we still have comrades to liberate. Zinka, I think this is the part where you should take the lead.
And Zynga looks at what's going on. He's like, and do what? We are going after Luna when we get back?
Maybe we could get more folk heroes on our side.
I don't know exactly what you did or how this has happened, but wouldn't be bad as long as not getting the flower bitch on my side. I don't care what you do.
No. Fuck her.
Look, if I never have to hear her voice again, I am happy as hell.
I already hate her.
And Persephone's there's like, hey, everyone, if you are done here, we can go back.
That sounds like a good idea.
I would like to not be here right now.
Yeah.
Let's do something fun for once.
Donuts?
We have, yeah.
Is that your way of saying we should have an orgy? Like,
I would say, is that Danilo's way of turning Agaria on?
Yeah, I'll vote for that. Natural 10.
Yay.
So let's see.
String.
Let's
and
roll
Agaria
it hot.
takes place.
Yeah, it's flat. So that's
gotta
10.
get those cream-filled donuts.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's more fun if Fijir gets embarrassed and act awkward, because it was supposed to be this big ritual, great moment for them, and Danilo kind of ruined everything for them, and they just forget this whole thing. I mean, let's just get away. Whatever we do, just whatever you want to do, let's just go away, please.
I think it'd be even funnier if Danilo actually was just saying, "You want to get some donuts?"
Yeah, even more so, because
It's
they just seem
Pavlovian,
flustered.
like, conditioned him into thinking.
Yeah, I think Zynga looks around. It's like, so he's in love with you, but he was. Is this some kind of like
It's complicated.
trigger shit?
It's complicated.
Things get really weird when you have a year and 6 months to live.
I mean, you could just say things get weird when you're a god and, leave it there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think Persephone has opened up a portal. You all get taken back to the wonderful room of Danilo, which I wonder, does it still look like some kind of hangover haven?
I think Jack had turned the lights on while we were gone because everybody else was just tired of sitting in the dark. So we get back and they're sweeping and mopping up and taking out bottles and trash and doing recycling and things like that.
Yeah. And I think as soon as you guys get in, Jack yelps and bolts to the light switch.
No, dude. It's cool. No, you can leave the lights on.
Everything's your head's clear.
Right?
Sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
So listen, got to get Nzinga here a motorcycle.
Okay, that's going to be a bit hard now.
Why?
Well, you guys have been gone a while, and
We were gone 2 hours, dude.
no, you guys were gone 2 days.
Huh.
So what happened in the last 2 days?
Well, this defense, there's this woman you guys met. She burned a lot of people, and taking an entire army retinue to Yellowstone as kind of, we're under investigation by the American government.
Oh boy.
Wait, we are only on that now?
Oh, fucking FBI.
I mean, I thought we had a problem.
Our assets have been frozen, and Luna's taking it rather well, apparently. Says that she can make, the next few people won't have to deal with this because it's the statute of limitations and shit.
Cool. This is
Well,
fucking great.
Yeah. You want me to call you guys like a lawyer? You're going on trial in like a week.
On trial for what?
Murder,
Yes.
mayhem, treason. They have a list.
Fucking how the fuck?
Oh, treason against religious family values. You guys represent the satanic issues.
Fuck, that's not even a goddamn. That's not a crime. That's not a looks.
Yeah, there were also no gods before.
well, the United States can fuck themselves in their imperialistic ass. They are not the rest of the world. Can just leave.
And I mean, let's be blunt. I mean, for saying there were no gods before, they sure passed a lot of shit based on a fucking imaginary friend.
Yeah, look at this. And the Jerry gets a $1 bill. In God we trust when we are the fucking God.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, that this is one of those laws that you're taking away from. It's called like the iconoclast law.
When the fuck did this happen?
Monday? That's the day after you left.
Well, you cannot retroactively punish people from laws that you passed afterwards.
Yes, you can. That's what the Nuremberg trials were.
Yeah, but the thing, okay, listen. Jack, you need to just get us a good First Amendment lawyer, because that iconoclast law, I what's that thing, abridging the freedom of speech or establishing religion or something like that. Motherfuckers established religion. So that's bullshit. I mean, fucking hell, a first-year law student should be able to get that done. So just...
We're not hiring a first-year law student.
No. Jack, just find us a lawyer who's willing to take some heat. You guys
might want to, do a performance,
get out of the country
and attract lawyers. If you do a performance and then offer a private one for payment, it might reignite people's imagery of this. And I mean, if you get enough fans, maybe we can have some kind of veto. I don't know how this shit works.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. But we're gonna get the angriest lawyer out there, the real beast that needs the case of the millennium, and I need to invest them with forbidden knowledge.
I mean, honestly, this isn't just the case of the millennium. This is the case of history.
Yeah, we need the angriest lawyer that there is, and we need to empower them with my purview.
The one you lost? Oh no, you have secret knowledge too. Let's go like King, make them into the best lawyer. Never mind.
Yeah.
No lawyers, just case.
Okay, so hold on. If we can imbue them with part of our purview, I mean, I don't want to just. I want to help out here and kick them some memory so they can just like read every law book ever, everywhere, and have it all stuffed in their noggin.
These are miracles. What I think it's going to do is that Gary's going to work a miracle to pass on secret knowledge to this person. Though you can do a miracle of remembrance to have them just have had an eidetic memory for every law they've ever had to read or study in school.
But that's why you have paralegals.
Yeah.
We don't need a fucking paralegal.
Just get me the angriest motherfucker there is.
While
mean,
you're doing that,
technically, that isn't that kind of. I mean, Jack, isn't that you? Aren't you like the angriest motherfucker we know?
is Jack a lawyer?
And Jack's like, I flipped burgers before this gig. Please don't make me do this.
Jack,
Jack's not a lawyer.
what are you gonna do with yourself after we're gone? Smoke weed, ride your Harley around?
And live off the bar stories for the rest of my life.
I mean, understood. But we can totally make you a lawyer.
That's a fate worse than that.
Danilo.
Look, I'm trying to look out for the people.
Look, the first thing in the contract when I signed up for this is you were not going to take my soul. You're not turning me into a lawyer.
Also, if we end up whiffing this and going to jail, I'm not spending the rest of my life literally in a jail cell. Fuck you and fuck that.
Same.
I mean, we just have to, get out and continue the work you did on Brazil and go full coup. There's a lot of fascist friends of the United States that we can liberate before we are gone.
Oh, God damn it. I mean, do we really want to declare war against the United States of America?
Well, they are ready to declare war on us.
I would rather not.
True. That's why we need a lawyer.
And Zynga stands in. It's like, we could posit that we were pushed by Sol Invictus and his people into certain actions, and maybe if we're going to be in trouble with the law, maybe everyone should. Fair is fair.
Yeah.
Drag their shit into this.
All gods.
Ooh. We could blame it all on Luna.
I mean, Luna. I think Persephone's there. It's like we didn't get to sign a contract. We were drafted into this, and doesn't America have anti-draft laws? We were all drafted from America, weren't we?
Well, that's the military, though. And I'm Brazilian, and I mean.
Well, but Luna is American. Did not they plant a flag up her ass?
Is Luna American?
Well, she certainly has a flag up her butt.
And Jack's just like, yeah, or you guys could just, not show up. You're gods.
That's even worse. That's going to be a big.
All right. So we want the biggest, meanest, angriest, hungriest lawyer possible. Mm-hmm. Right, Agaria?
Yes.
All right. In the grand tradition of terrible movies throughout history, let's put on a show. Let's drag some fans out, make them remember why we're doing this god shit in the first place, how badass our music is. And we're in LA. I could chuck a rock out that window and bounce it off the heads of half a dozen lawyers who are probably hungry, angry, and mean. Now, we need to throw them in a shark pit to find out which one was hungriest, angriest, and meanest. But, there's no shortage of lawyers here. We just got to remind them why they should represent us. Because this will either make their careers or end their lives. And either way, they can basically retire, I guess.
Oh, it will end their lives. They're going to get my knowledge. It's going to ruin them.
Oh, so we need to make sure it's somebody we don't like.
It's a lawyer.
Yeah.
I love this plan. So I think...
Jack, you're off the hook. We like you.
Yeah. You guys are going to put on a performance then?
Before that, I have a feeling that I know who is behind all of this, and how much shit would I get into if I tried to make my way into whatever anti-theist headquarters to talk to Siobhan.
Oh, Siobhan's dead.
What? Okay.
Yeah, she was in the River of Souls, remember?
Yep.
She was one of the shades.
Yep. I totally forgot. What's up? That's one less problem.
Yeah,
guess.
Siobhan's memory is being used by the anti-theists.
Oh, good.
Killed for a pilgrimage.
All right, cool.
Yeah, of course we're getting blamed for random accidents when we weren't even here.
I mean, it's a miracle, perhaps. When you're a god, you can do so much.
So I'm gonna move Narcissus from the beat up to violently murder side of my notebook.
Oh, it's always fun to slap solipsists. I
I want
mean,
to gaze into the abyss.
oh goody! This can't go wrong.
About what?
Yeah.
I want to know what Darth Candle's doing, and if Darth Candle has anything to do with this mess.
Go on.
That's a 5.
Yeah.
And
That's a 4.
Okay, well, the bright side of things, I mark experience.
Yay! And I think, oh right, let's see. I think I'm just going to give Sol Invictus a string on you. Just keep it simple.
Everybody's got strings on me.
But yes, are you guys going? If you're going to put on a performance, I would describe this as the performance where you're at your lowest. What does it look like, and how are you getting out of your funk?
Cool.
And I think we will start with Shango, who has. I mean, you really have been through the ringer today.
Yeah. I thought I would have more time to think because there's a lot of low. Because she feels like such an ass about like not paying attention to things and letting herself be all up in her feelings and not realizing that her ex is now gone forever. Because fuck me, man.
Well, I mean, she's going to come back now thanks to the miracles and collaboration.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Probably not.
No. Can we circle back around? I've got.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's start with Agaria then.
So Aguirre is on a funk, thinking about the consequences and the cost of everything that they accomplished. And they are running a team of Message from the Dead. So a lot of tributes to everyone that died in the pursuit of a new world, that believed on the pilgrimage and how they will not be forgotten, and trying to reclaim, taking back the image that is being defaced by these fundamentalist groups.
Ooh, I like that. And you're working through people. Do you work through Davina this time? Oh no, you're not going to work through her until she gets Maria. That's right. Yeah, and so I think the fans are like swept up in this, really emotional. The messages of death touch lots of people. I mean, anyone who's lost someone can definitely feel the emotions here. Danilo, what is your funky performance like?
I want to roll trending beforehand.
Oh, how are you trending?
I'm trying to get my message out directly to the fans to explain things to people who might be able to be reached and point out, listen, we're gods. We do god shit. We have to fight other gods sometimes. We do our best not to hurt you and keep you out of the way. But unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't always happen. But we protect you. We are here for you. And I want to... I want to use my purview of memory to remind everyone who sees this message of the worst thing they've ever done and how they came back from it.
Let's save that remembrance thing for because I think we
For
need
the show?
we need to do trending first. I don't want to combine a miracle and trending. If
Sure.
that's okay.
Fair.
I think your response of keep a level head would be you rolling trending with cool. And
so that is 8 on the dice, and I think my cool's 10. Cold is 10.
That's a 10 total. So you get the message out there. It takes hold, and you can clear a condition or gain a new purview, or do both if you choose one from the 7 to 9 list. Oh, and you also get to give your audience a condition.
All right, so this is going to be fun. So I am giving them the condition forgiving.
Oh, dear Danilo.
Hold up. So that allows me to clear a condition or gain influence over a new preview, or do both if I also choose one below. So I am going to clear the condition lost purview. So Wrath is back. I am also going to gain the condition or the purview of mercy.
Oh, dear.
And they now equate me with the message. So I'm gaining the same condition that I gave the audience.
Oh, what has happened to Danilo? It took so long, but he got kind.
We've got all the way back around.
I'm telling you, looking in that river.
Now beat people with a club.
No.
Look, sometimes you can't turn the other cheek, and you have to make the other motherfucker turn theirs.
All the way around their head.
Yeah.
Precisely.
So, describe your performance.
There's no staging. Like, there's no light show. It's just really stark lights. Danilo's up front. Guitarist, bassist, drummer. Jack's sitting on the side of the stage on a road case smoking a cigarette. And this is when I worked that miracle. Making them remember the worst thing that they've ever done, and how they came back from it, and how they continue going on, and how they forgive themselves for it, how they try to make amends. And let's see. So going up to the work a miracle. So I'm going to choose 2.
Gasp.
Shock. I think the entire audience sees a true piece of me. And I think that this is just, I think it takes on a life of its own.
Ooh. I will hold on to the second one after I see what the first one happens or holds. So your audience is going to ask, what do you wish would happen to those who made the iconoclast law?
Well, I think about that. Why don't you go on to Sean, to Sarah Bell? Is that fair?
That's fair.
Oh, I love that these are two very different things where Danila had absolutely no staging. Um, Shango's set starts out staged like Da Vinci's Last Supper, and she's in the middle as Jesus. Because fuck these guys. That forgiving death though. And she is low, but on the opposite end, like mad and powerless. And her disciples are not on fire. Uh, and she is mad and anxious and feeling like the feeling like the walls are closing in around her. And her performance is about knowing how little time you have left and feeling the clock of your life just ticking down and the fear that that stokes in her. And I don't know if this would also be a trending move.
I don't think this is a trending move because of the performance.
Yeah.
But this is definitely going to be like every movie's theme song in 2018 that plays on nostalgia as like the people definitely start getting the message again.
Hell yeah.
And Danilo, you had a question posed to you.
I want them to remember all of the times that they used their power for the wrong reasons or had horrifying outcomes that they didn't anticipate.
Yeah, and I think you've made a movement, the unforeseen consequences, or the let me read out the exact the life of its own. That you've created another movement, an anti-theist or anti-hierarchy movement. These are, I think you've made like the marginalized militia, and they are going, because alliteration is great, and they are going to take this fight to the court however they see fit. But currently, because of your message of mercy, it's nonviolent.
Did you think you would find yourself saying that in this quarterly?
No, I did not. But I think the final scene is, I mean, it's been a few days, and Persephone wanted to invite everyone to the performance who wanted to come. And there's this new guy, really attractive. He's been around backstage, nothing, but I think you can tell the two perfect looks kind of easily. As someone who's really just learning a bit about what it's meaning to be a god, comes on the stage, and Parvati sings his first song. And we will meet him next game, as Echo will probably be there willing to see his first performance. Thank you all who've watched. We are going to enter debrief and I will see everyone next week.